Brock, I'm gonna ask you straight up. I'm just gonna get down to business. We're gonna get into it. You played with this guy for about 7, 8 seasons. One of his good, closest colleagues, teammates, best friends. You know him better than anybody else. Brock, don't bullshit me. I want to know your opinion. Does Aaron Donald return this season for the Los Angeles Rams?
You just want a yes or no, or you want a percentage? Like what are we looking at, man? What are we looking at?
Give me a percentage, and then give me why you think it, and then give me a counterclaim of, okay, this percentage is why I kind of didn't go 100%.
If I would put a percentage to it, bro, at this point, just knowing his mindset, talking to him, I would say he's about 85 to 90% there. I would say 85 to 90%.
Ooh, y'all heard that first. Michael Brockers played next to Aaron Donald for 7 years. Two staples. I mean, these two were haunting teams. Brock, I remember watching you guys, the legendary Kansas City game. I believe that was the Monday night game.
Yeah.
I remember watching you guys light it up, watching you guys run Tex game, run Tom games, doing everything, bro. Like, for those of you guys,
they still couldn't stop.
They couldn't stop it. And if you guys watched Aaron Donald, and if you're a true avid fan of the game, then you know how important this man here on this show is right now. Brock played the game the right way, right? Brock played the game that if you really admire defensive line play, playing blocks, not jumping out of your gap, choking out guys at the line of scrimmage, this man did it. So when he gives you that 85 to 90%, I believe Aaron Donald's going to come play. Shoot, I'm excited. Now, let me ask you this, Brock.
Mm-hmm.
That other 10% on why you feel he's kind of, I don't know, right? Because most people want 100%. I want a guaranteed bet. I'm a degenerate. What makes you say, now there's something in the back of my mind that Aaron Donald may not play this year?
Really just, understanding he wants to get out there on that field and dominate. He doesn't want to get on that field and be, a shell of himself. So really, getting that mindset to lock in, because when he flips that switch, like, he goes, it's 0 to 100, bro. So knowing, like, he wants to play 60, 70 plays a game, so to see him, be in a position where he might just need to play third down or something like that. I'm like, I don't know, because this guy wants to be on first, second, third down. They already have a solid, D-line already. So I'm just trying to see how does that rotation work, things like that. So for me, that 10% is really questioning, like, does he really want to come back? Is this championship run with the Rams, that important? Obviously, it's in LA. He lives in LA. His family is in LA. So all that, it's almost like the stars are aligning for him to come back. But, that 10% definitely of, really putting it on your mind and saying, okay, yeah, I'm gonna play football, because people don't understand, like, what we got to do on the outside, rehab, the cold tub, hot tub, the massages, like, everything you got to do to take care of your body is something, I know that's going through his mind, because that's a big sacrifice in itself, taking care of your body as an athlete. $100 million athlete, you got to spend, some money and spend some time on your body, keep it running right. You know what I'm saying?
That was going to lead me into my next question. Is Aaron Donald's been removed for the game for a year, 2 years now, I believe. Mm-hmm. If he does come back, Brock, like, and you kind of just address it, what's his role? Like, I hear a lot of people saying he might just be a third down guy. They got Kobe, they got Fisk, they got Miles, they got Young opposite of Miles. And I'm like, part of me is knowing that, hey, I don't know, the competitive side of AD ain't just going to sit on the side until third down.
Right.
Y'all don't realize, as much as he was a pass rusher, he could shut down the run too. Y'all were shutting down the run in there. And so, like, right. Do you think the role he's going to take is like, hey, I want to play the bulk of the snaps when I come back? Like, what do you think the role he takes on if he does decide to come back and play for the Rams?
In my mind, I feel like he wants to come back and be that guy. Like, he wants to come back. He wants to start. He wants to play 60, 70 plays a game. I don't know this. This is just my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Because, when you left, you were top dog. So when you come back, you like, I'm still top dog, in your mind. So, and it's crazy because I was watching just some film on the Rams or, film on the NFL and just offensive schemes. And I'm like, bro, how lateral the offensive line moves
Yes.
and how fast they are, bro. I don't think like I wouldn't want to play right now
Yes.
because I'm seeing guys getting cut out their gaps. I'm like, man, I don't know if I can do it, bro. Like coming back off the couch and doing that, I'm like, yeah, dog, I'm good. So more power to AD. I know he's not going to do training camp for sure. So yeah, no, I know that for sure. But 85 to 90% sure he comes back. Maybe the week before season starts. And lock in with the team.
Well, that's some good insight from a guy who knows one of the greatest players of all time to ever play the game really well. Brock, I'm going to ask you this next.
Mm-hmm.
On a serious note, do you think the Rams, if Aaron Donald doesn't come back this year, do you think they can win a Super Bowl and get over that hump and ultimately compete with the Seahawks who are in their division?
Man, I'm biasly going to say yeah because on paper, it looks that we have a complete team, especially when you add Aaron Donald. We've covered all our holes in the secondary, things like that. So for us, the Rams fans that know this team has been watching this team go to NFC Championship, the last 2-3 years, and barely miss the big game. I can definitely see it with this team that's on paper right now. If we can have the team that's showing up on paper where you got the defensive MVP, you have the offensive MVP, you got, a Hall of Famer, first ballot Hall of Famer on your team, and everybody's healthy, getting to the playoffs and things like that. I think the Rams have a good shot. But, I can't count out, the Seahawks, how hungry they are. They got a young group over there. So, man, it's, me and bro, it's hard to win in this league, bro. So it's hard for me to say that they have, 100% chance on going, to the Super Bowl. But, if no injury bugs, knock on wood, man, you know how that'll knock your team out. But, if none of that happens, dog, I think the Rams definitely got a good shot at going to the Super Bowl this year.
If you're looking back 6 months from now and it's February 14th and it's Valentine's Day, the day of the Super Bowl, and the Rams are not in it and they fell short, 6 months from now, Brock, what do you think that reason is the Rams fall short of their goals this year? Now, and like you said, on paper, they're a perfect team. They acquired Myles Garrett. They got McDuffie from the Kansas City Chiefs. They gave him a lucrative contract. They had some really good players in the draft. I didn't like their first round pick, but hey, I beg to differ. I think Matthew Stafford's playing at the top of his game. But 6 months from now, Brock, when you're looking at it, what is your expectations, or I should say, what is your reasoning for if the Rams fell short, it's because of XYZ?
Man, during this regime, they haven't had an off year unless, the injury bug hits them, things just, offensive line is just beat up. They can't run the ball, can't pass the ball. Usually if most of the team is healthy going into, the playoffs and things like that, Sean McVay and his staff, most of the time the team is in a good, position. But if they don't have their key players, their key guys showing up for them on Sundays, I can definitely see that as a big reason on why they don't make it to the playoffs or don't make it to the big game for sure.
So we had some breaking news earlier in the show, Brock. We had you backstage, but two-time Pro Bowl D tackle Vita Vea and the Buccaneers reached an agreement today on a 1-year extension for $30 million. That's essentially paying a nose tackle $30 million, and he gets $6 million in new money this season. What are your instant reactions to Vita getting 30 M's this year, bro?
Man, hey, get that guaranteed bread, bro. You know, bro. It's hard to get, it's hard in these streets, dog. Especially playing nose tackle, man, that's a grind. It's a grimy position. So to see a guy like that who has made such a big impact at that position, it's not like he just plays nose tackle and he, leaves the field on third down. Like, he always has 6 to 7, 8 sacks a year. So this guy, he's a staple for their defense, and I think it's, he's earned every dollar that, they gave him. So for me, man, it's D-line pride over here, dog. So anytime somebody get paid on D-line, dog, I'm good, man. I'm happy. So I'm definitely happy for my guy.